Vítajte, milí diváci, ďalšieho dielu z vynikajúcej hry Hogwarts Legacy. Budeme pokračovať ďalej. Máme sa ísť porozprávať s touto pani profesorkou Fitzgeraldovou. Dobrý deň, pani profesorka. Čo mám urobiť? Aha, takto.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
To ste naozaj celkom obťažné. Uvidíme, že či to naozaj obťažné bude.
To the headmaster's office. Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
OK, opýtame sa pána profesora Figa, teda. Dúfam, že nám nepovie, že Figu Borovú sa tam dostaneme. Promusí s profesorom Figem, OK? Pane profesore Figovníku, uvidíme, že čo nám na to poviete, jak ďaleko to je. Ten figovník. Kaž, možno, že toto bude bližšie. Rýchle cestovanie, to je moja doména. Mali by sme sa dostať bližšie takýmto spôsobom, ako tam chodiť po celej škole, pretože 16 krát sa tam stratím. Ale pán profesor Figovník mi veľmi rád pomôže. Počkaj, tu pôjdeme dole schodmi a mali by sme byť priamo u neho doma. Teda u jeho v kancelárii, alebo kde to sme. Vyzerá to, že musíme zájsť ešte za jeden roh. Myslím, že sem. Pane profesore, Figo! Neviem to vyskloňovať vlastne. Dobrý deň, úkol.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And, sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
To je vtipné, kámo, on si to prichystal. Jaká flaška. Fancy flaška. Prečo niekto hovorí, že tento Hogwarts Legacy nie je dobrá hra? Mňa to baví. Aj ten príbeh je dobrý, ako keby.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him we're to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Jo, ja tu budem chodiť po celej škole robiť veci, zdá sa. Jak je ďaleko toto? A to nie je ďaleko, to môžeme aj dobehnúť, podľa mňa. Olé, baby! Počkaj, tu sme niekedy boli v tejto zaujímavej. Ja to nebudem teraz otvárať tieto vecičky. Vôbec ma to nezaujíma. Vôbec ma to nezaujíma, ale ako som to otvoril, celkom dosť rýchlo. Takže možno tam bude niečo zaujímavé. Není tam nič zaujímavé, nevadí. Čo to nejako zle graficky spracováva moju hru? Málo FPS-iek. Okamžite. Čo je?
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
15 ľudí ma teraz akože zastaví po ceste a budú do mňa niečo chceť. Neviem, či som tam nemal radšej presúvať. Lebo niekto ma odhalí, že to nie som ja, vieš. Či som sa nemal presúvať radšej rýchlejšie.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Headmaster, here, what could he want?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls,
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor.
Elf?
And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Som nepríjemný, jak reálne ten týpek, vieš. Hrám to dostatočne dobre, že...
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Dožvi, čo sa stane nakoniec s týmto týpkom, lebo tento týpek môže byť nakoniec nejaký big boss. Zlý, chápeš? Počkaj. Počkaj, nemôžem použiť Revelio v tomto, keď som prestrojený. Čiže ja sa môžem porozprávať s touto ako tento profesor?
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Ale pekná študentka. Keby mala 20 rokov, tak by som mu prijela ako frajerku, chápeš? Ale asi je mladšia o niečo. OK.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror?
Professor, I need to speak to you.
Áno?
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Zlikvidovaná, zakoktaná, je?
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that one.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Toto je vtipné, kámo. Toto je taká vtipná, to je neskutočne vtipná hra. Touto jednou misiou konkrétne.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Takže 8 zo 14 hlavných úloh mám splnených. To sa mi nechce ani veriť. Tak veľa? Čo je toto? Energetický fázer!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Okay. Ďakujem za 80 skúseností, budú sa hodiť, baby! Hohoho! Skúsenosti do mojho pripraveného kštánu sa vlievajú automaticky. Čo nejako po tých updatech, čo mal tento Hogwarts Supremacy, či jak sa to volá, Hogwarts Legacy, tak nejako to troška TFPS-ka idú dole. Čo sem pridávali? Vianočnú výzdobu? OK, kam máme ísť? Máme ísť hore? Zrejme áno. Konečne môžem prejsť 1 000 000 schodov. Riaditeľne asi niekde vysoko. Kde to je? Však ja to neviem. Čo? Čo? Nižšie? Alebo tady to ešte vyššie. Ten riaditeľ normálne vo vesmíre zasa dá. Ideme sa dostať dovnútra jeho krásnej tejto. No zdaví, koho ešte stretneme. Dobre, čo tady to? Dobre, oh my god, to som možno mal rýchlo cestovať, ale neviem, či mám také rýchle cestovanie vôbec. Ešte vyššie? Ten žije priamo v nebesách. Počkaj, však to už idem do oného. Do toho, čo som bol vtedy s tým ďalekohľadom. V tej hvezdárne. Či on tu niekam mám ísť? Dobre, teraz tady auto.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Tak.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Kto vie?
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Nehovor mi, že on o tom nevedel celú dobu. OK! Idem zase do Azkabanu, kámo? Nie, neidem. Tam som už bol v jednom dieli v Azkabane.
Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve.
Okay.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
To vyzerá fantasticky.
The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Oh my god, to vyzerá fantasticky toto. To vyzerá naozaj fantasticky táto hra. Čo je toto za misiu, kámo? Nejaký smrťohlavý ma tu prenasledujú, okej?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Nejakí ľudia?
I need to time this just right.
To je strašidelné toto.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Ja mám cez toho prejsť, že cez toho sa nedá prejsť. Čakaj, teraz možno. OK, zatiaľ to zvládam bez problémov. Smrť sa ma nemôže ani dotknúť. Aj keď po mne pátra, toto je moje územie. Teda je to jej územie, ale je to moje územie. He. By sa to mohlo stať. Ale je tu mŕtvych fakt veľa ľudí.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Oni sa ma snažia ako keby chytiť, nájsť. Teraz kadiaľ ďalej? Tadiaľ to asi. Tak.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Počkaj. Jak ďalej teraz ale? To musím ísť v podstate...
I can't stand this much longer. I need to get out of here.
Podľa mňa musím ísť znova na ten rebrík. Asi nie. Tak to je nejaké hlúpe. Počkaj. A nakoniec musím ísť ďalej to.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
To sú samé stovky tých.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
No, diť. Lebo ináč začnem hovoriť inou mi nepátris. Pustí ma. To je veľmi zaujímavá misia, to som fakt nečakal, kámo. To pripomína to, čo bolo v Harry Potterovi o tých Horcruxoch, či čo to bolo. O tých bratoch, nie o Horcruxoch, tí bratia, čo mali tie dary.
Nothing this way but more danger. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Oh my god! Takže musím ísť ďalej to vlastne.
The doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Tohto sa mám jak zbaviť. Ja hovorím, že musím ísť úplne od začiatku. Tak to asi sa rozstrieľam normálne. Prosím, prosím. Nemusím ísť od začiatku, že? Musím ísť odtiaľto, tak to je úplná pohoda. Ty bola sranda, to by som aj 6 rokov hral. Kebyže musím ísť od začiatku, tak by som to hral proste 6 rokov.
Now's my chance.
To je zaujímavá hra, popravde. Wow.
That's the way forward.
Konečne nejaké osvieženie, že nie iba tie súboje s tými veľkými sochami.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Áno, som neviditeľná. Na čo mi to je, keď mám aj ten spev, aby som bol neviditeľná? Zaujímavé. Takže ten pláž je troška silnejší ako spell. Ako kúzlo. Nikto ma nevidí, nikto ma nedokáže odhaliť. Ani samotná smrť ma nedokáže vidieť.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Dobre, sme tuto. Wow, pozrite na to, jak to vyzerá fantasticky. Trošku lepšie by mohla vyzerať naša hrdinka do tváre, ale...
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Teraz ma to presmeruje do nejakého iného sveta, ktorý bude zase... Ó, húlka. Vyzerá zaujímavo.
I've never felt such power.
Nemáte proti mne žiadnu šancu. Toto je totiž to moje územie. Ohnivé šurikeny. Ja som z bombarda ich zabíjam všetkých. Že by sa so mňa začínal stávať OP charakter. Na čo sa tu spavnujete? Oh my god, toto sa mi nepáči. Je ich troška veľa na môj kus. Jau! Ja som sa na chvíľku pozrel mimo a začali po mne strieľať. Počkaj, aby som, kým sa mi doplňa HPčka. Skutku veľmi zaujímavé. Kam mám ísť? To asi nie, by som povedal. Ja aj tady auto asi. To som dosť málo skúseností dostal za to, že som ich zlikvidoval 5000. Oh my god.
Descender. Depulsor. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulsor. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulsor. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulsor. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender.
Oh my god, však to nemám šancu vyhrať toto.
Defender. Bombarda.
Prečo mám len títo 4 veci?
Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender. Defender.
Myslím, že smrti sa to veľmi nepáči, tejto moje likvidácie. Posledný potion.
Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarda.
Či mám viacej kúziev? Ja tomu nerozumiem. Oh my god, to bolo hodne ťažké. Keď ma čaká teraz niečo nebezpečné, tak už nemám potiony, milí diváci, fajnoví. Takže to bude hodne nebezpečná situácia bez potion. Oh my god. Tamto neviem, čo sú za kamene, čo vybuchujú. Ale konečne nejaké takéto obzvláštnenie toho príbehu, alebo tak. Čo musím spomaliť?
Stone. This must be for me.
Už som to splnil celé? Tajemný kameň. Kameň mudrcov, chápeš?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
Let us always honor her. We won't be the same without her.
Čo sme tu našli? Na nejaký oltár, ako keby. A niekto tu je mŕtvý.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Máme sa pozrieť aj spomienky.
But there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
To je fantastické toto, kámo. Wow. Wow, baby. To je normálne na wallpaper, na pozadie, na plochu.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Dobre, ďakujem. Toto niekto vynikajúci vymýšľal.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Ako zlú spomienku je vlastne zobrala? No zaujímavé, toto sa mi teraz páči najviac zatiaľ. Fú, toto bol najlepší diel, čo som natočil zatiaľ z tejto hry asi. Tu bola super vecička. No, musí znova příchozím strážcem. To je kdo? Aha!
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
Aha, čiže bol tu Spider-Man.
I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Fire whiskey? Okay. Ďalší úkol hlavný je čo?
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
OK, milí diváci, dúfam sa ďalší diel z tejto vynikajúcej hry páčil. Ďakujem veľmi pekne za vašu profesionálnu pozornosť.